Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch was launched in 2018 from Nomos Glashutte. This is the Autobahn Neomatik, a fascinating automotive-themed watch designed by Werner Eislinger. It's a timepiece that recalls the imagery of automobiles, but also of automotive lore, including banked tracks at Monza, Paris-Montlery, and Brooklands. So this watch is fantastic for people who love cars. It's also one of the most capable Nomos watches all up. Fully loomed automatic steel and 100 meters water resistant. This example made more so by the inclusion of the sport bracelet. So we're going to throw this on my wrist, but first let's talk about the size. 41 in diameter, it's 49.9 from lug tip to lug tip, 10.8 millimeters thick, 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. So the 41 millimeter diameter here plays pretty much true to size. The bracelet doesn't meaningfully extend the watch, but it does increase the feeling of substance as well as the physical impression, the wrist presence, if you will. You can see that the watch wears well on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, but there's not a whole lot of clearance on each side. I'd say you could wear this on a wrist that is as small as 15 centimeters circumference, so a little bit smaller than my wrist. You can see the lugs are fairly stubby, but the watch is broad at almost 50 millimeters across the wrist. What it is, however, is also very thin. It will slide quite easily underneath the cuff, so if you want to wear it with a formal sleeve, not a problem. This bracelet is a wonder of the world. Take a look at the way the links are countersunk, each one into the last. Now, this is a remarkable setup here. As you can see, every single link in this bracelet, on both sides no less, is removable because of the method of assembly. Now it'll take a little bit more time and attention because there's 2 screws fitted, but you can size this very precisely by removing links, and there are many links to remove. Now inside the clasp, you can see we've got a quick release mechanism where we have 3 pairs of divots where the spring bar can relocate and change the anchoring point, but you have a quick release system that just works by squeezing these little tabs right here. And so it's quite easy if you wish to dismount this, if you have more fingernail than I do. Not hard to remove it. And you can see the same mechanism is used at the lug junction. So if you want to remove the bracelet altogether, it's very easy to do without tools. You don't have to risk your talents with a strap tool or a screwdriver. I should say that although the bracelet looks like it might be related in some way to maybe a straight bar 60s dive bracelet or something maybe of a mesh architecture, it is very solid. It is nothing like those. It feels incredibly modern with very little side-to-side play. Its assembly is probably closest to that of the bracelet on the Chopard Alpine Eagle. So if you can imagine that, it's exactly like this. The flanks are polished, the tops are satinated, and you can see that there are no gaps. There's no daylight showing. The tolerances are outstanding. So this sport style bracelet, really nice, really cool. The clasp, very simple. You can see single swing arm, trigger release, Nomos Glashutte. There are some marks on here. Typically, you'll find some scratches on a clasp. This is a pre-owned watch, so not perfect. I want to make sure you know exactly what you're getting. Case is simple. You can see that these are neither Longa-style step lugs, nor is this a Portuguese-style integrated lug. It does have a lot of individual presence broken out separately from the case. You can see that there's a lot of design parallelism. Things like the thickness of the bezel, the thickness of the hour hand, the thickness of the lugs, and all of this is very parallel. You can also see it's a monolithic monoblock case with no separate bezel and no separate mid case. The case back is the entry point for the dial and the movement. Everything loads through the back of the watch, and you can see that it is completely seamless around the top. There's no break between bezel and case. Crown, very simple, Nomos branded push-down crown, so it's not a screw-down, but the watch is 100 meters water-resistant. You can see we have an automotive dashboard-style look with the bottom of the watch uncalibrated, the brake you'd typically have at the bottom of a tachometer or speedometer. In terms of the banking of the dial, like I said, Paris-Montlery or perhaps Brooklands or Monza, Indianapolis, those great pre-war banked turn courses, ovals and road courses, where the high banks defined the historical memory of those places. And then there's a lot of luminescence. We'll talk about that in a second. You can see we have radially oriented numerals just like on a speedometer, a tachometer, or a clock on a dashboard, plus At the bottom, we have the triple date, which looks roughly like the aperture for the odometer. Now, what's fascinating here is that the DUW, Deutsche Uhrenwerke 6101 movement, has a bidirectional quickset, so you can actually adjust in both directions, which is kind of cool. Not a lot of watches have that. There's also a hacking seconds function, and no shortage of luminescence. This looks like a black dial. This is actually what they call midnight blue. We'll take a look now at how midnight blue glows. You can see it's a little bit of a cropped, limited luminescence. We have the hour hand and we have the segments, but we don't have a fully loomed dial. It's designed to be distinctive, legible, yes, but also minimalist in the way Nomos almost always is in design. In fact, by Nomos standards, this is a pretty colorful dial. We have blue, light, we have dark blue, we have sort of signal orange or red, we have white. There's good depth, turn it all over. We have a movement, the 6101. You might wonder, what's the difference between the DUW and the Greek letter Nomos movement nomenclatures? And the difference is that Deutsche Uhrenwerke means it's not just Nomos' own movement, but Nomos' own swing system. So their own balance, blued hairspring, and escapement. And although it's the equivalent of a Swiss, what you'd get from the Swatch Group companies, just matching the quality of those companies like Niverox or Glussadeur is not an easy thing to do. So to be able to make a functionally equivalent assortment, escapement, hairspring, and balance, that is deeply impressive. We also have a full balance bridge for better bracing against shock. It's a 27 jewel movement. It's a bidirectional automatic winder with a reversing rocker, not all that different from what you would have found on a JLC 889. It's got a 42-hour power reserve, and unusually for a Nomos movement, it's a 4 hertz beat rate, not 3 hertz. 6-position adjusted, and although Nomos doesn't make any specific promises, they say a chronometer-style adjustment is what they deliver, and the movement, adjusted in 6 positions, is actually timed in 1 position more than a standard chronometer. Remember, COSC is 5 positions. Also important to note, it's a big movement. It's thin at only 3.2 millimeters, but it's broad movement at over 35. I believe it's about 35.2 millimeters in diameter. And there's some features that are particularly appreciated, including the stripes across the bridges, the engine turning on the base plate. You can see we've got polished elements, but also fired blued screws. And then we have a regulation system that is Edicron, and while that might not seem exotic, it is relentlessly precise for fine timing corrections as well as beat error corrections. Edicron is one of the finest systems available. So this watch has a lot to offer if you love watches, if you love cars, if you love watches made in Germany, but you don't have a Lange budget. Nomos is all of those things with design excellence that from year to year, line to line, and model to model almost always leads the industry. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.